Plans to relocate the headquarters of the West Bromwich Building Society to the neighbouring borough of Dudley have been scrapped. The move sparked controversy when it was announced because the society has been in the town ever since it was founded 163 years ago.
The main office and 500 staff will now move from West Brom High Street to a new HQ elsewhere in the town. Joanne Riddle reports.
5 pound of bananas for £1.
A busy day in the centre of West Bromwich, a town which was set to lose the headquarters of its 163-year-old building society.
The fact of the matter is that this is the West Brom spiritual home. The fact that the business has been built here on the backs, if you like, of hard-working families here in West Bromwich and Samwell for many, many years.
People we spoke to seem to care that it should stay.
I think it's a good thing, you know, obviously if it's West Bromwich that they stick in West Bromwich.
It's good that's been overturned, that it isn't going to Merrier, really, isn't it?
Why do you think it's good?
Well, it's needed in West Bromwich, isn't it?
I think it's marvellous because it needs a big boost. West Bromwich does. It's always been a nice shopping centre and it went down the hill.
The Building Society now plans to build a new HQ for its 500 staff here at a major redevelopment site in the town. A spokesman said space was needed for future expansion, which is why plans to move had come about. This in West Bromwich, and another site had been the options. That other site on the waterfront development at Merry Hill is what caused the outcry here. West Bromwich's loss would have been Merry Hill's gain. Today, Richardson's Capital expressed disappointment, adding, from the euphoria of the initial announcement through the passage of difficult negotiations, there have been many hours spent attempting to achieve a mutually acceptable agreement. The Building Society's bounced back from troubles it experienced in the credit crunch and is now firm that it wants to stay in the town it's named after.
Well, Joanne Riddle joins us now live. Jo, obviously this is welcomed in West Brom, but what's been the reaction down the road in Dudley?
Well, as you may have just heard in my report, Richardson's Capital have expressed their huge disappointment that a deal couldn't be reached for that move to the waterfront. But a spokesman did say that it respected the Building Society's decision to remain here in its hometown. And staying with matters here in West Bromwich, I'm joined now by the President of Sandwell Chamber of Commerce, Ninda Jo Howell. Good evening to you.
Evening.
So it was only going to move 9 miles away, so what's the big deal?
I think from a Black Country Chamber of Commerce perspective, we're interested in preserving and in creating new jobs. So for the Black Country, this is great news. The fact that it's staying in West Brom is great news. 9 miles down the road, well, you can't ignore 163 years of history, really. It's symbolic. I mean, it's a great iconic building. It's part of West Brom and has been for 163 years. So I think the 9 mile thing, maybe not as important as staying where it was first created.
What does it mean for the town if 500 jobs will stay here? Would it have a wider impact than that?
Well, absolutely. I mean, over in that direction, there's I think a £2 billion regeneration programme going on, instigated by the local council, Sandwell Council. And my understanding is they're building a new headquarters there. That will obviously bring in construction work, that will create new jobs. The people who remain in West Brom will go to the town centre over there, spend money there, so it's great for the local town centre. So it's great for the reputation and for perception. Sandwell's a happening place.
Okay, thanks very much for joining us. Well, as we've just heard, that 163-year history with the town is now set to continue.
Joanne Riddle, thank you. Next tonight.